more DoorDash shenanigans? Like we have Uber Eats problem. We had like two problems of like what was it? Two Uber Eat drivers or one DoorDash, one Uber Eat person, where a girl was spraying what is it, pepper spray on a girl, and then the other one was taking a video or so of some dude like half naked in his house, but like she opened up the door and everything on him, which, you know, even though the person told her not to do that, but she did it. So now we're having like AI on DoorDash. What is this?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm reporting to you guys live from the bunker, undisclosed location. I'm not going to tell you where I am, but according to this post right here, this is crazy, man. I think DoorDash, they got to do something about these orders, man, and the people working for them, because according to this person right here by the name of Liam on Twitter, they say fake DoorDash orders, fake construction photos, fake homework assignments, fake everything, just a Pandora's box of industrial scale bullshit polluting both the planet and the basic social contract, which was already on thin ice. And this is
Wait, hold on. Amazing. DoorDash driver accepted the drive, immediately marked it as delivered, and submitted an AI-generated image of a DoorDash order left at our front door, right? Whoa! Wait. Are you telling me that these DoorDash drivers has finally learned how to use like AI-generated images to like fake that they left the order on the door? Man, dude.
in
Damn.
context to a
Jesus
photo that is going
Christ.
viral right now on Twitter. And I may be one of the first creators on this platform to talk about this. By a man by the name of Bern Hobart in the Austin, Texas area. He says, amazing, DoorDash driver accepted the drive, immediately marked it as delivered, and then submitted an AI-generated
Hey,
image
Giggle.
of a DoorDash order left at our front door. Right. And as you can see here is the AI generated
You can't be serious, right? You actually can't be serious, right? You that that looks so fake, dude. That looks so fake from a mile away.
image of his actual front door on the right? So I don't know how the driver, the random driver who was assigned to his order, immediately got an AI generated image of his front door, possibly maybe off of Google Maps or something, because he says it was accepted by the driver and then immediately marked as delivered, like instantly. And then this photo was uploaded and attached to his DoorDash order. And this did happen in Texas, as you can see, 78703. He then said below that DoorDash, of course, promptly dispatched a replacement at no cost. Enjoy your poke, Matthew, which was the delivery driver, but I'm pretty sure that's a fake name, and Janet. I hope the temptations of a medium trust society do not overwhelm you. And then he said all fixed, so he got his order.
This is the reason why the western side of like the hemisphere, right? Or just like western side of things. This is the reason why you can't have good things or you can't have nice things, you know? This is the reason why, you know, in the Asian territory they have all these cool things, you know, like all these cool little fancy knickknacks and gadgets and everything. This is the reason why the western side of society can't really have nice things, you know, because you have people who are doing this, you know. That's the problem.
Order eventually. Although someone pointed out that you can tell it's AI because the QR code dead giveaway. So I'm not entirely sure if this is a rage bait or not, a fake story, distortion from the camera lens. I don't know. I'm not sure of Bern Hobart's agenda here. 5 hours later, I had to do a little research on this guy, Bern Hobart, to see if he was trolling or not, because a lot of people use fabricated rage bait on Twitter, fake stories in order to farm monetization. But as far as I can see, my research has come back inconclusive. So I don't know if this story is 100% real or not, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Although one Twitter user tweeted saying, hopefully DoorDash will be the first major company incentivized to build out a reliable deepfake detector. Very doable, though it will become a Red Queen race and hopefully license out the technology as to avoid fraudulent activities like
detectors are so hard for them to, you know, detect actual AI images. It's not 100% accurate.
this from happening. And I think we desperately need some anti-deepfake AI image video detectable software out there, because nowadays, bro, for the last week or so, I'm seeing an overabundance of AI slop everywhere. And I'm gonna be honest, and part of my French, it's fucking annoying. Like, holy shit, I'm tired of seeing AI slop everywhere. It really is pissing me off. And I'm sure I'm not
Yeah, but the problem is like when you have this AI slop on your algorithm or so, it's because like either one, you searched it up, or two, you watched something about it, in some sort of fashion way. I have like honestly, my algorithm does not have any AI slop in it. We're talking about like the hardcore AI slop thing. They'll probably use like an AI voice or like something like that, but eh.
the only one. Like, earlier in the year, it was only impacting like artists because, their jobs were on the line because of AI, basically replacing them as artists. And it was a big thing, and I supported that. I said I don't want AI in the entertainment industry. I don't want it in music. I don't want it in art. I don't want it in the artistic fields at all. But now it's everywhere, and I'm sick of it. I really am. Then we had another user by the name of Dave Gorham. He said, had the same thing happen to me last night in Austin. Mind you, I don't know if he's trolling or not. Sometimes, bro, the internet has gotten to the point to where satire is almost undetectable.
True.
But he says, the feeling was really uncanny, like playing a video game with a glitch. And here, as you can see, is the AI image right here of his door, and then a real image of his door. So I'm not entirely sure if he was actually using DoorDash to get delivery and this actually happened to him, or if he's just trolling to play along with the rage bait. I don't know. But then OP responded to him. Burn said, was the dasher named Matthew? Maybe we got the same guy. Similar quality for the generated photo. Then Dave said, yup, hit by the same Matt. Now, I don't know if these two guys are in cahoots, if they're trolling or not. Honestly, I'm annoyed.
Well, at the end of the day, it's Twitter, right? You just take it as a grain of salt, You
Just
don't
talking
take
about the
it
story
legit.
right now because based off of my research, this guy may or may not be a troll. It's sad that we live in a day and age where people could potentially be rage baiting AI like this to farm clicks and views,
Yeah.
and are just like generally feeding into the ongoing paranoia of people trying to figure out whether things are AI or not, fabricated or not, made up or not for clicks and views. This is why we live in a cynical ass, low trust society, because of people allegedly like Burn and Dave who may be feeding into this. Although,
well, even then, on top of that, wasn't everyone told by their teachers and everything not to trust everything on the internet? Like, don't do your research. Don't trust everything you see on the internet or whatever. Like, your teachers told you this like a long time ago. They taught you this. I'm like, this has been a thing for like who knows how long. Well, I don't know when they stopped saying it in school or so, when the teacher stopped telling you to believe everything on the internet. But they've told us like literally, don't believe everything you see on the internet. So it could be fake. So.
I'm not entirely sure if this story is true or not, but I am talking about it because it is going viral. And bro, this would be very easy to do for a DoorDasher to do. And I wouldn't be just shocked if this gave some DoorDashers out there or some Uber Eats drivers out there or Grubhub drivers out there some bright ideas to scam people.
When you have to do like research for your papers and everything, for a type of subject they give you.
No. Then Burn responded back by saying, I'm also curious about the economics. Don't think it's worth buying an account to run this once, but what scammer is responsible enough to only do this exactly 3.8% of the time, or whatever the threshold is that you can, I guess, get away with stealing orders? I guess there is a statistical threshold that DoorDash is willing to accept their own workers scamming their own customers and stealing food versus outright firing them because...
Wait, so you're telling me they stopped telling the younger generation to like literally like don't believe everything you see on the internet? Like they literally stopped actually telling them? That's crazy, to be honest. That's wild, because they told everybody, to us, and be like, hey, don't believe everything you see on the internet. Make sure you double check, citate multiple sources. Make sure you do your research thoroughly and everything. Make sure you take a look at multiple articles and like multiple whatever other shenanigans or so that you find or so. And that's basically what they said. So.
Their
always told you
business
to never
model
look at
is
everything,
dependent on
don't
people
trust
delivering
everything.
food for them, which is kind of crazy to think about. And here we have
Especially your 2D husbandos and waifus, okay? All right?
one post from Christopher. He said, effing
I'm looking at
amateurs
you,
with an
chat.
actual video, a better image or video of an AI generated delivery. And I just gotta say, this looks crazy, bro. We are entering into a world where you won't be able pretty soon be able to trust anything you see anymore. Now, the thing with this is, you can see in this video, a lot of details are missing. I believe the door number, and there was a lady in the original image. She was standing right here, whereas in the original image, you can clearly see that she's right here. And in the video, she's not here, but in the image, she is. So it's just like, but still though, man, guys, additionally, you know, just to make sure that this story was real, I did try to at DoorDash,
yeah, we were told to use
asking
condoms
if they
before.
could verify the story or not. They didn't get back to me. So, oh well, maybe the story is real, maybe it's not. But one thing I do know is that for sure customers have already used AI to scam DoorDash and other food
editing my pictures so I can get my money back on DoorDash. Wait, are you serious? People are like editing. Yeah, they just increase the saturation on the Man, that's crazy, dude. That's fucking wild, dude. People are using AI to commit fraud. Here's how it works. Order a hamburger, use AI image generator to manipulate or change it, send a fake photo to the supplier and get a full refund. That's crazy, dude. Damn, dude. See, this is the reason why the western side of the hemisphere, or like just the community in general, will never have nice things, you know? Because they like to take advantage, you know? They like to break the rules. You know, you give them. It's the same thing with you guys, chat, right? You know how like at the very beginning, I used to let people send me links or so to watch and take a look at and react and everything. But then like now I don't do it to the new people in general. I'm just kind of like, no, I'm sorry, you're new. I don't trust you, and you kind of ruin a lot of other people have ruined that specific moment, so that's your fault. So I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to stick around and hang out with me. If you don't stick around and hang out with me and me to get to know you, then goodbye, you know, there's the door, you know. It's just kind of happens.
delivery websites or apps by AIing their food, right? Here in the original image, you can see the burger is cooked. Here in the AI generated image, you can see that the burger is raw, right? He just AI'd the burger to look raw. Here, Brian posted on LinkedIn. Yes, I do use LinkedIn sometimes. Not that often though. He says people are using AI to commit DoorDash fraud. Here's how it works. Step one, order a hamburger. Step two, use AI image generated to make it look undercooked. Step 3, send the fake photo
well,
to
apparently people are scamming DoorDash with AI images. Apparently that's what's happening right now. Only Pillow can get away with posting lewds in chat, not anyone else.
Step 4,
well,
get a full refund. Yeah, you're part of the problem and are further contributing to the destabilization of trust in the society. And that's it. That's the whole scam. And it's being shared all over social media. And it's just the beginning. Fake receipts, fake invoices, deep faked proof videos, AI generated reviews. The line between real evidence and AI generated fiction is blurring fast. If you're in fraud, identity, or risk, this is your new reality. And I'm so glad my face is not on the internet right now, I swear. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this? I don't mean to depress anybody. I'm just saying, like, yo, the future is crazy. The future is bleak. And if you're contributing to this problem by using AI fraud, bro, if you're gonna do fraud, bro, just don't use AI, man. At least put the effort in. I am not advocating for scam activities, fraudulent activities. I'm just saying, bro, at least put some effort into your scamming. All right, that sounds bad. Don't scam. Be a good person and actually buy your food with your hard-earned money.
Well, that's the reason why I don't really use DoorDash or Uber Eats or anything. I go eat my food, you know. I just go buy my food. I just go buy it and then come back and then eat it, and that's kind of basically it. Oh, well, since we are coming into the like I said, right? AI can be used for good, but the problem is it really kind of depends on the person themselves. So it always goes back to it. The AI is supposed to be a tool, but if you give it to the hands of the wrong people or so, they're gonna abuse it and take advantage of of like other people in general. So that's kind of like the problem. So that's the only issue that we're having or so, is like once you give a new toy to people or a human society, it just kind of really depends how they're going to use it and how they're going to abuse the system, or basically abuse the system in some sort of way, fashion, or form. And well, Lord to behold, this is what you kind of get, you know. But anyways, that's the end of the video. And